Hey everybody, I'm Eric and welcome back to the Indie Lit Forum. Thanks for watching. Uh, when I first started this a week ago, I originally wanted to try to get previous installments of, various series before I did some of the more recent ones. But I am quickly discovering that just might not be possible. In the week since I started doing this, I've read like 4 or 5 books that I want to try to do videos on, and just trying to go back through some of the backlog is proving to be a little bit difficult because it doesn't help that the job's been kind of a little, my actual job's been a little stressful lately, and I really had a couple more videos I wanted to shoot over the last couple of days, and I just haven't had the time or motivation. But I wanted to try to at least get this one recorded. Hopefully, I can get it uploading before I go to work, and maybe it can be up here in a couple hours. We will see. But with that being said, the book I want to talk about today. Ooh, there we go. It's Dante King's Creation Mage number 8. Try. So this is probably going to be a little bit a video about just the series in general, and this one just came out. What was that? Thursday. Uh, the Creation Mage series is what I would like to think you would get if you took Harry Potter, equal parts Harry Potter, Animal House, with a generous dose of Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, shook it all up, put it out, and I'm pretty sure that's kind of what you would get. The series follows Justin Mueller, a man from Earth, just like, a man just from Earth, has no awareness really of anything that exists outside of the mundane until one day he winds up accidentally blowing a guy to pieces in the bookstore that he works in, and then next thing he knows, he's whisked off to another realm where magic, he starts attending a magic academy. Except, unlike Harry Potter, this magic academy is more like a college, where instead of everybody getting separated into houses, they join frats or sororities. And some of the interactions between the main character and his frat brothers, the kind of earth mage Rick, who really comes across as like a big kind of slow thinking Samoan type. Then you have Daniel, who is another person from our world. He's from LA. He's this powerful fire mage and something of a hothead. So there's that fun. And then you have the halfling Nigel, who's a wind mage, and Bradley, who's a fire mage who actually, towards the latter part of the series, mostly just winds up cooking most of the time, which is kind of fun. Yeah, it's fun. But one of the great things about this series is the characters that Dante King creates. There are so many well realized and fun characters that also kind of leads into probably the one real criticism I have of this series. The fact that many of these great characters eventually, get kind of sidelined through several books sometimes. There's a couple of the, really interesting female characters, and really even some of the frat brothers themselves, like, they kind of, they kind of disappear to the side, if not downright almost vanishing, sometimes for books at a go, which is a little bit disappointing. But at the same time, usually this is because he's introducing new, interesting characters, so you can't be too mad at him. It's just sometimes, it's like, oh, here's so and so and so and so, and that's all you really see of them for, the next couple of books. And it's a little bit sad. It's like, especially when it's some of your favorite characters. Uh, some other characters I can't help but mentioning, or I have to mention while doing this, is the Chaos Banes. Most notably, Reginald Chaos Bane, who is the headmaster of the academy that Justin Wines is attending. And he is pretty much what I think you would get if you took Dumbledore and mixed him with Johnny Depp doing Hunter Thompson, Fear and Loathing. You could go with Johnny Depp doing Captain Jack Sparrow, but I'm more of a Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas fan, so that's the one I'm going with. And that character is so fun, so fun. There's so many just kind of laugh out loud moments with these books. It's maybe not the greatest work of fiction ever made, but I mean, you can say the same thing about Harry Potter in a lot of cases. But what it really is fun. These books are extremely fun. I do need to put the warning in here that yes, there are sexually explicit scenes in this book. Several of them, and they're rather detailed. So, yeah, if you don't like that, then you definitely shouldn't read these because it's rather prominent. But that is part of these books just being fun. That being said, it's not really the sole focus of the book, and I wouldn't really say they're shoehorned in because, in a way, they're to a certain extent they're necessary because Justin is a creation mage, which basically means that through having sex with other mages, he can create new spells, and that's where he gets his magic. Which is interesting. It's an interesting way to make the sex kind of a essential part of the plot and story. So yeah, I kind of like it. But that being said, yeah, if you're one of those types that really does not like sex in your literature, then definitely not the book for you. If you're one of those types that does like sex in your literature, then you should definitely check these out if you already haven't. I realize, I don't know, a lot of the audience I'm probably speaking to is probably already well aware of Dante King, but maybe you haven't tried this series out. There's 8 of them. They're really fun, and that you could have a lot of reading there. Like so far, and just I don't know. I want to say that really the highlight for this series for me is the characters. Like Dante King really does create some really neat characters and really does well with presenting them through their interactions with each other. It's not necessarily just like, oh, I'm so and so, I do this, I like that. He really is good about getting these characters to come out more organically, I believe. That's my thoughts anyway. But at the same time, like the overarching narrative of this story is actually pretty good. Like it does have some Harry Potterness to it. Like Justin Mueller is definitely like the chosen one, son of these 2 prominent figures. I don't want to go into too much that could wind up spoiling things. I'm not sure. Sometimes I'm not exactly sure what people, would consider spoilers sometimes, so maybe I go a little too far trying to avoid them. But, I want people to be able to enjoy these books without, me just kind of being like, oh, well, this happens. It's like, oh, well, now that happens. So, trying to skirt the line there. So, I Oh yeah, I guess I can't help but point out that in this one you get a lot of great scenes with the ghost pirate queen that was first introduced in the last book. She's another really great character, and something to watch out for. Uh, Also, really great action in these books, like really great action. just, some real, like, oh, kind of like, yeah, kind of moments in there. And I guess one of the things that can really make these series fun is, I want to say, every time they go into something, they're like, oh, we have this plan. And the main character, the protagonist himself is usually like, yeah, we have a plan. And then as he's going into the situation, he's just like the plan matters. Nothing ever goes to plan, so I'm not even going to hold my breath. And I guess that's really what I have to say about this book. So I guess I'll wrap up by saying thank you for watching, especially if you've made it this far. I appreciate it a lot. If you like what I'm doing, throw me a like. Maybe subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to put out enough content to make it worth your while. I don't know. I feel like sometimes I'm going for the quantity over quality approach at this point, but I'm to a certain extent hoping that the more I do this, the more I'll get comfortable with doing it for one thing, and the other. And once I get more comfortable with what I'm doing, then I'm hoping I can start seeing where I need to make some changes and to improve things. And if you have if you have anything you want to suggest or just want to say I'm doing terribly, give me a comment. Let me know. It's the only way I'll ever learn, isn't it? Isn't it now? But yeah, thanks for watching, and I hope this video was fun. It's been a crazy couple of days at work, and I feel like maybe I phoned this one in a little bit. Hopefully not. But anyway, have a good day, and I got a couple more videos I have to do in the next couple of days. Stay tuned. Have a good one.